rewards. So let's jump into Marvel Future Revolution really quickly. Notice that today is the end to the Shang-Chi event quest coming up in a few hours. You're going to want to make sure you finish jumping inside the event shop and purchase some items. The combat record books, because it's only one, hard to suggest. That black antimatter is going to be really good use, because you will run low on those things quite frequently. The rank up tickets are probably going to be some of the best purchase buys inside the game, and then outside of that, I think the energy or the dimension tickets, the hidden tickets, are probably going to be your best bet. Netmarble released some new store items. Let's review those real quick. So first up, we've got the Autumn Festival chest special that is being released. I'm going to pop this on over this screen so you can see them. We've got the Autumn Festival special chest going this week, and you can see that you can basically purchase for $3 these Autumn Festival special chest. Yeah, so the special chest, what's inside of them? It's basically these 6-star cards, but these 6-star cards aren't really worth it. Those are the ones that you're most likely going to get, not the Cosmic Cube fragments, not the tickets, not the Mega Rank Up ticket. You're most likely going to end up with these cards or some gamble of these antimatter. This is a hard purchase to justify anymore inside of this game, because the way they've changed the card system now, these cards have very little value other than to re-roll premium cards. You should be more focused on getting premium cards, and you should be on getting any of these 6-star non-premium cards. Just keep that in mind. Now, that is not to say that this purchase is totally off and not a good purchase at all, because if we go inside our inside the shop and we looked at currency and purchasing crystals, we're basically purchasing the crystals. So you're basically paying, you know, $3 to get 330 crystals, or the $9 to get 1,000 crystals. So in that regard, you could reasonably say, hey, this is a good deal and it's kind of worth it to me, or you could say it's not. Basically, are you willing to make crystal purchases and then get a secondary item? That's the way I typically look at those kinds of sales, right? Next up, they have the Autumn Festival special event that's going on. Nice little Swordmaster, even though he was probably the trashiest of all those updates. So you basically just check in every day for this event, and you're going to get these rewards. Those are always good because they're just giving you away stuff. The Gold Special Store is going to be open, and the Gold Special Store, we're going to get Biometric for Swordmaster. Okay, they're gonna have the special gold chest. Most of these inside the Gold Special Store, other than the Swordmaster bios, if you really need help leveling up that character, I would say, you know, the Black Antimatter and Nornstones, those are probably the biggest value there. Uniform upgrade tickets, these are things that really need to be taken out, because there's alternative ways to get these things in game that really don't, you know, benefit these. Obviously the energy is always good. Here goes the gold special chest items that are available. So now the rewards for these gold special chest items have dramatically increased, especially since drastically increased, especially since they've changed and altered some things like in the craft shop. So for instance, the Phoenix feathers and Imkron crystals, when I used to see those, I used to be really pissed off at getting those. Now not so much anymore, because I can use them inside the craft shop for various rewards like enchanted Uru and things like that I can craft from those. The uniform XP tickets, I mean, pretty much everything down the row right here is a really good. I mean, you get the gear up kits and so forth. It doesn't really seem that great anymore, right? Then we have the event quests. Make sure you're logging in and completing these rewards, because guess what? Now you have the ability to get your free premium comic card chest or your dimension chest, whichever one you choose. They've actually put both in there, so that's really good, because it's going to help players depending on what they need. Same thing for the tier 2 mega advancement ticket. These are a little bit easier to come by these days, so I would definitely save up to 650 in order to get one or the other. I think those are really good rewards, and most everybody should be aiming for the top 3. If you end up messing up for some reason, didn't log in on certain days or whatever, yeah, then we'll go over some of the other notes, right? We've got the crystal bonus mission. Now obviously this is going to benefit most of us players that are able to spend money and not really the free-to-play crowd. The rewards in this still don't really justify the crystals, so there's not really much stuff inside the game that I'm purchasing right now at the moment that would require me to be spending crystals anyways. I would wait on an event like this until November when we get Black Friday sales and so forth at this point. The platinum gift chest distribution, always nice to have another free item that's going to roll in, and these looks like some pretty good rewards from the platinum gift chest. Rank up tickets, black antimatter, Nornstones of chaos, whatever you get from there, this is a really good platinum gift chest. And then we've got the custom gear unequipped cost 50% discount, really good event. Characters you're not using really as much anymore, you want to unequip your CTP and give them to another character. These are always good, especially with the increased cost of unequipping, you know, mighty and brilliant CTPs. CTP reforging super success ×2 chance up event. Okay, so I hate when they say that stuff because they make it seem as if though it's like some major thing. 7 to 14% isn't really huge, but this is the time when you would want to be re-rolling or reforging any CTP that you currently have that you haven't already. Just keep that in mind. Character ranking event, get Swordmaster and Shang-Chi up. So it's kind of hard to say that nobody is going to level up Shang-Chi. He's such a fucking good character, so you're definitely going to be battling for the top tier, right? So on that one, Swordmaster might be a little bit easier to get rewards for him, simply because, yeah, he ain't that great even with his new uniform. Just my opinion, but okay, I digress. Next up is the CTP reforging and comic card crafting pack that they're going to have inside the shop. $30 to get 1500 crystals and a CTP reforging core. I have so many CTP reforging cores, like, I mean, I have a lot of them. And let's go in my inventory here and you can look at my material, and let me scroll on down. Where are you guys at? Where are they always hiding at? Here we go. CTP reforging cores. I don't really roll a lot of CTP often in the game because when you look at them, CTP aren't so goddamn easy to obtain that I can just reforge whenever the hell I feel like. So yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't come around that often where I'm going to need to purchase a reforging pack in order to reroll CTP. So reforge CTP. So I'm going to assume a lot of the free-to-play players are in the same boat. Now, are you paying $29.99 for the crystals? That's pretty much where you're looking at. The crafting cube pack, 1600 crafting cubes are not going to be enough. Like, that's pretty much the equate of crafting, one CTP, premium CTP or something like that. You could get that over probably the course of 3 days of playing. I think you can get 500 crafting cubes from the giant boss raid every day. Or what is it, 200 or some shit like that? What? Jeez, I really don't even do that very much anymore. Let me take a look inside here. I'm pretty sure it's 500 co-op giant boss raid. Yeah, so you get 500 a day. So basically that's just 3 days of doing giant boss raid. So totally not worth it at all. I would spend money on something else. Truly. Next up, what do we've got inside here? There's another event going on, and it's the Shang-Chi event pack. And what do we have here? So we've basically got 3,300 crystals for $29.99, and then you're also getting Nornstones, event tokens, and biometrics. You're basically paying for the crystals. That's basically what it is. The event tokens is if you want to get something else for $30. There's going to be people that are going to say, well, I want the dimension chest and I want the premium selector, and that's going to benefit them. And paying basically $30 for the crystals, you're basically looking at the value of there. Or you can pay $80 for 8,800 crystals and the event tokens and get just about whatever the fuck you want in the shop. Usually I skip out on this because even though the crystal purchase, like, let me pull this back up, even though you go inside the shop and you were look at the currency for the crystal recharge, and you said, okay, well, $29.99 is basically me just getting 3,300 crystals in the first place, and $80 is somewhere in the midst of this right there. I skip out on those generally because the event rewards for the token shop that you'll see later today, the tokens, I'm only going for one or the other, and the rest of the rewards inside there aren't really worth me paying tokens out for. So yeah, it's hard to say. One of those things that, you know, I don't necessarily see myself paying for. I don't think that you should either. Just make sure you log in every day and get those get the tokens that are available to you. And then we've got this super deal package over here lastly, and it's the super deal event package. I love the graphics. Get 11 for $50. You get a mega rank up ticket, a tier 2 advancement ticket, and a uniform upgrade mythic ticket for 1,000 crystals. Okay, so let's talk about this one because I don't think this is such a super deal. You're basically paying $50 for crystals and these mega rank up tickets and these tier 2 tickets and the uniform upgrade tickets to basically level a character from tier 1 to tier 2 and get their uniform up. Who's this best used for? This is best used for exclusive characters. So if you have any exclusive characters that you have on your list, like Carnage and stuff like that, and you don't have the BIOS necessarily level them up, this is where you would use those characters. Now, be it far from me to tell you that not to do that or whatever, but the mega tier 2 rank up tickets come by fairly easily. I don't feel like the crystal rewards are quite there for you to purchase this. That's my main thing for those. So these are some of the events that should be appearing later today inside the after the update. We did get a little patch to fix some wording, I guess, or something like that, but that's my feelings on all the super deals and things like that's going on in the shop. I do want to bring to your attention, and I wish that I could find it rather easy, but I'm not able to, especially because of that super deal package. There's another pack that was in the store. I'm hoping that it's still inside the store. Can't seem to find it. Oh, here it is right there. I feel such an idiot, right? Is this 30-day journey towards tier 3? I think that this is probably a better reward for most players, especially if you're beginning, where you're certain to worry about those, because you can invest in a number of 6-star characters here. Now, most of these aren't going to be necessarily exclusive characters in order to rank them up. Meanwhile, also collecting some gems and some gold inside the game. The gold is not really there, but you're going to be able to get these tier 2 character selectors, the tier 1 character selector or 6-star character selector. And then finally on day 30, you're going to be able to get the tier 3 exclusive. Well, it's not a tier 3 exclusive, it's a tier 3 up character. To be honest with you, any of these characters inside the pool, especially Captain Marvel, Spider-Man's probably getting a uniform, so he should be getting a rank up inside there. Sharon Rogers, really good tier 3. I would even argue that if you have Superior Iron Man or even Thor's latest uniform, all 4 of these characters are probably highly worth it in order to rank those up. And for 20 bucks, you're being able to do that. So I would say if you're really on that low end where mega advancement tickets are things you need, this is probably better set for you to just rank up some character to tier 2, some character to tier 3, and some character to the top ranks of tier 1. Just think about that in that general. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.